Hi, I'm Joe Navarro and welcome back to my channel. In the previous video, we covered the traits, some of the traits that they have in common. What we didn't explore, and obviously the book Dangerous Personality delves into, is the effects on society. On a personal level, imagine living with someone who never sees you as an equal. Imagine living with someone who, or working with someone who, anytime you do something that is positive, they ignore you. That's what it's like to either work with or live with a narcissist. They only care about themselves. But that's not the only traits. The other traits they share is that they're not married to the truth. They have a sense of entitlement, which means that they feel like they should be treated special. And it can be anything as simple as, I get to eat seafood, but you have to eat salad, to I get to travel first class, but you've got to travel in coach, to other things, such as I'm entitled to more money and more pay, and therefore I am allowed to cheat, to steal, and to take things that don't belong to me. And that's the unfortunate aspect of the narcissist, is this sense of entitlement. But because they're flawed of character, they're incapable of being introspective. They're incapable of looking in and looking at how they treat others, how their lack of respect for others makes others feel horrible. They lack passion in the sense that when you require empathy, they're not going to be there for you. And you may be living in that existence at home or at work. Dealing with the narcissist drains you, because while their pitcher is constantly being filled, yours is constantly being drained. The effects on the psyche of the individual are just over time so corrosive. And when you first enter into a relationship with them, or you start work and you're working for somebody that's highly narcissistic, you're always hoping that this will get better, that in time they will recognize you for all your worth and that they will treat you differently. The problem is that they never will. They're not going to change. There is no pill that you can give to a narcissist that will make them change and become less so. It is hardwired in them, and this is how they will behave in perpetuity. What that means for you is the realization that you will never be equal, that you will always feel inferior, that you will be lied to, and that when it comes to things such as empathy, you cannot expect it because you're not going to receive it. And it's not just that. Imagine that every day you have to glorify this individual. You have to pretend that this individual is all things to everybody, and that they personify perfection. That is the price that you have to pay to just get them to treat you nicely. So when we talk about narcissism and the effects, when I first started looking at narcissists, I was looking at individuals in history. So I looked at Joseph Stalin in Russia, who was pathologically narcissistic, high-end, had traits of the psychopath, and of course was clinically paranoid. as well as other leaders such as Hitler, who wanted to create this Third Reich and felt like he had all the answers and he was going to make Germany great again after World War I and so forth. And even up to the time of Fidel Castro, who again was pathologically narcissistic, who extolled his brilliance. At the same time, he pauperized a nation in the Caribbean. And then, of course, when you look at these individuals and you look at how they mistreat other people in life, and as I was doing the research for Dangerous Personalities, and I talked to the victims, and you realize that from the small things such as, oh, my husband controls all the money, he gives me an allowance, to I have to ask for permission to leave the house, to just being berated in public. These things tally up. Your brain keeps a score. And if these deposits are being made into this negative void, in time you will feel devalued, and or you will be victimized in other ways. So for me, when I look at narcissism, I look at it as a plague that has very serious consequences, both individual consequences, collective social consequences, and maybe even political and international consequences. So I hope you will look further into this area of abnormal psychology. Certainly a good place to begin, I think, is with the book Dangerous Personalities. And I appreciate you taking the time to listen to these videos and continue to share with me your ideas and your thoughts. And again, you have no social obligation ever to be victimized. Thank you.